Hello and welcome back. I'm Tristana and we are continuing to play World of Warcraft Midnight. And they have actually just announced BlizzCon 2026 to take place in Anaheim. I'm not sure of the dates. I'm sure it's announced somewhere. But even though I live close enough, I'm not going. Cons and me do not mix. So, we are continuing to play through the endgame content for Midnight. And it feels like we're getting close to catching up with where they've, with where the patches are. We tried storming the Voidspire Citadel, and we lost Ilaria and Corellian. Whether they're actually gone, or just somewhere in the ether like they've been before, we don't know. We tried attacking Seboath at the Void Well with the help of all the elven people, the different groups of elves. And we even got the Harandar and the Amani trolls to help out too, which trolls and Night and elves actually started out from the same ancestors. And the Harandar bear that out because they look very troll-like, but if you pay attention to the way they're built in their animations, that's actually the Night Elf animation. So it'll be interesting. So at the very end of the stream last week, I picked up a quest from Owenia to go to Harandar and talk to the elders there. But it was already, it was getting close to the 2-hour mark, which is kind of my benchmark for stopping. And I was like, yeah, no way am I going to get through that in 15 minutes. Whatever it is. Depending on what's coming up, I may put a hold on streaming World of Warcraft. I think they're gearing up to do Warlords of Draenor Classic in World of Warcraft Classic, so I may do that. Depending on if they actually do that or decide, no, we're not going. So off we go to Harandar. Oh, I have to. Haha, I can't just jump to it, I have to click it. So, I didn't think of this myself, but someone did point out that Erator tried to recruit Sylvanas to help out against Seboath, saying that Silvermoon needed her Ranger General. And someone else pointed out Silvermoon has a Ranger General. Alderaan Brightwing has been the Ranger General actually longer than Sylvanas ever was. But I'm thinking that Erator was kind of trying to appeal to Sylvanas' pride in being a Windrunner. So...
Good. You are here. The elders and others await you below.
Then welcome her.
I listen.
I'm sure you have many questions. Hagar will address them once all of the delegates arrive.
Go.
Okay, so this is like a war council? Okay. Okay, so we're coming over here. Hello. Okay. Got Nightborn and Void Elf. That's interesting because they were recruited to the Horde and the Alliance around the same time. In fact, the quest for recruiting the Nightborn actually coincided with Ilaria visiting Silvermoon for the first time in decades, well, centuries actually, and something happened with the Sunwell. Okay. Alright. More Void Elves and Nightborn. There's Umbra.
All manner of elves and trolls are here. We await only the Blood Elves and the Amani.
There. So does that mean the Darkspear and the Zandalari are here? Okay, yeah, Night Elf. So that's Chandris. Of course, I am poking my nose everywhere. Okay, this is Ilaria. No, Marisa, excuse me. Ilaria's gone. Right, Harandar. Oh yes, these are the Darkspear. I'm pretty sure. Yes, Rokan. He took over the Darkspear chieftain when Fulgen went bye-bye. And here are the Zandalari. Awesome! This is so cool. Queen Talanji. Quite the retinue she has with her. Awesome. Totems for the shamans. Okay, cool. I love this. Ah! So, yeah, there's actually more, troll tribes than the Amani, the Zandalari, and the Darkspear. But I don't know if they're gonna show up. There's the Grudabashi, and I think one more.
Your path leads
Should
you
not be
deep,
long.
stranger.
Wow.
May you lend your soul to
Hagar.
hers.
Ooh, that's Grimness. Hagar requested that we invite to this meeting all of the troll and elven leaders we know. It was not easy to convince them to come. There are some past grievances between these groups. Hagar hopes to overcome these divisions. As we wait for the others to arrive, feel free to speak to the other delegates. The wait is making them restless, so try not to inflame tension. Okay, so I can actually
So
talk
many
to them
old
this time.
wounds. It makes them tense, being near those who were enemies for so long.
Now I can actually wander around and talk to them.
Greetings, traveler.
Whatever the Haranir wish to share. Haranir, sorry. This is an excuse to see this new land. Even now, the Rendorai are seldom thought of as equals by, well, anyone, unless they need a portal or some shadow monster banished. Then it's back to the Void with you, Umbric. Maybe not the Void anymore, but at least these Haranir consider us as important as the trolls. Thank you for your insight.
The light is not the only. For a group that has avoided trolls and elves for so long, the Haranirs seem rather rushed to tell us something.
Okay. Oh, there's Celestra. Okay. I completely missed that it was her. Hi!
What news?
It has been strange fighting alongside the Kaldurai once again. Eretor managed to temper the divisions among the elves, but some hostility still remains, lurking beneath the surface. I once thought that when Suramar was liberated from the Burning Legion, we would be reunited with our Kaldurai cousins. But they still resented us for Alisande's betrayal. We might have tried harder to bridge these divisions, but I did not want to subject my people to the Kaldurai's arrogance and mistrust. Until recently, I thought we would have to forge our future without them. And now, I suppose time will tell if these new bombs last. Well, it didn't help that Tirana's attitude was not the greatest.
Moonlight watch over you. Many Kaldorai still view us with scorn. To them, we are either cowards who hid from the Legion, or traitors who joined the Horde.
Yeah, Suramar was basically hidden behind an arcane shield when the Legion first showed up. So yeah, I can see why the Kaldurai would have that attitude towards them. Quick dip. Okay. Oh, okay, Princess Talanji. So, the funny thing is, the Battle for Azeroth, which introduced us to the Zandalari, was right around the time that Black Panther was huge, so there are definite references to the Black Panther in the Battle for Azeroth, particularly the Zandalari questline. I think the achievement for bringing the Zandalari into the fold is Zandalari Forever, or something like that. There is an achievement named Zandalari Forever, which is an obvious homage to Wakanda Forever.
I will do whatever I must to keep my people safe.
I know little of the Haranir beyond the reports from the Horde Council. They seem few in number and disorganized, unlikely to be a threat to Zandalar. Still, let it not be said that the Queen of Zandalar is too proud to answer such a call. I know some of them wish to join the Horde, and they will know we return respect when it is shown to us. So many? It is a fraction of my honor guard. If anything, I brought fewer. The Zandalari are a proud people, sometimes so proud we believe we are invincible. No longer. I have made it my priority to never underestimate our enemies. Surprise attacks, assassinations, we will not be caught unaware again. Kilanji narrows her eyes. I have not forgotten what the Alliance did to my father, and I never will. Fair.
Loa watch over
Okay.
you. May Bonsamdi see your enemies.
All of Azeroth respects the Haranir for fighting against the Void. But to bring so many old enemies to one place, watch carefully.
Fair. Yeah, I think, I don't remember exactly what happened to her father, but the Alliance actually captured her, for a bit, and then the Horde promptly freed her and traveled with her to Zandalar.
I be listening.
The Blood Elves be having history with the Amani. They're not the only one. The Dark Spear have always been a smaller tribe. We got no gleaming cities or glorious armies. Tribes like the Amani, Gurabashi, and Jakari. I knew there was one missing there in Northrend. All had empires. To them, the smaller tribes were easy pickings, either subjects or victims. So tribes like the Dark Spear, we got kicked around, pushed aside, and left to toil, even by the Zandalari. That was why we joined the Horde, not just for protection. Nah, saw us as a vital part of the Horde, not just another tribe to conquer. Now, none of them got empires but the Zandalari. It was clever of the Haranir to only invite a few tribes, or some might look for payback.
Watch your back. The Dark Spear spilled blood with some of the trolls and elves here. But I'd be willing to set aside old rivalries for the common court.
Okay, Marisa, hello.
Baladash, Malinor.
I've had my differences with many of those gathered here, but Blood Elves refused to let me come home and sided with our enemies. But we found a way to move forward, to work together against Seboath and her minions. But the Amani, they have been at our throats for so long. Everyone in Quel'Thalas has lost friends and family to Amani axes. How do you forgive? I know their leader fought to liberate the Sunwell, and that Lady Liadrin has vouched for them. Despite this, I don't understand how Liadrin set aside her hatred. Marisa snorts. I have not.
Aldiel Shala. I am told the Amani have been invited as well. Do not expect me to break bread with those murderers.
And Chandras.
Shall we begin?
The Kaldurai are an ancient people that have fought countless battles through the ages. Some of the troll empires have been around that long, but few individuals. I have personally crossed blades with nearly every faction here at some point or another throughout our history. While the elves may have reconciled with us for now, the same cannot be said about the trolls. As I scan this room, I can see the anger and judgment in some of their eyes. It matters little. The Kaldurai will not be intimidated by the trolls, the Horde, or anyone else.
Consider it done. The Kaldurai will do what we must for the preservation of this world and the protection of our people.
Okay, let's see what's holding up the Amani and the Sindurai.
You have come far,
I have received
stranger.
word that our final delegates have arrived. Shall we go greet them? Okay, let's see.
Ah, you must be Zul'Jan. Welcome to Herinda. It is an honor.
Why have you asked me here?
Mother Hagar has asked many to come. Both trolls and elves.
Lorthamar, this is Zul'Jan of the Amani. Zul'Jan, this is
I know who he is.
Bold of the Amani to send the one who raided our forest as their emissary.
Your forest? You're lucky I haven't cut your throat already.
There will be no violence in this place.
Welcome. Many of you have traveled far to be here. Please, come.
Owena?
You are wondering why you are here. Generations upon generations ago, we Haranir stalked the forests of the world above, until we heard the call of our goddess. Seeking her warmth, some left the forest behind, vanishing deep within the sacred hollows of the world. But many Haranir remained above, and over time, they changed, splintering apart as millennia passed, giving rise to mighty empires and terrible wars, fought by those who had forgotten they had ever been one people at all. But here we are, together, elves, trolls, and Haranir. We are all the descendants of one lineage. We are, in essence, one people. And now, we can be so once again.
Lies.
Zul'Jan.
Kin to elves? It cannot be. What do you, Haranir, know of my people's history? Our triumphs? Our suffering?
I understand this is difficult. If you are willing, I could show you proof. And perhaps a path forward.
I knew he wasn't gonna accept it.
Oh, nice to see another familiar face here. The keen-eyed Kina
Good
watch
to see
over
you again. Kinduru looks around the den inside. Do you know where Sultan has bounced off to? Wrong button. There we go. We got a new mount. Zuljara could not use Zulaman as the Amani still recover. She sent Zuljan in her stead. She hoped showing trust and giving him this responsibility would bring him out of her saddle, make use of his talents, but this me. I am an old troll. I have a hard time reining Zuljan in, but he may listen to you. Would you join us? Zuljara and I would be grateful if Zuljan stayed out of trouble. That was Zuljan, Kinduru, and Orwenya and Harandar. Okay, yeah, I can understand that.
It's good to have you along. Now, where is my nephew?
Anaria Shala.
All we've been through, I thought there was little that could surprise me. This take, I managed to find a way. It is a lot to consider. These bonds would be ancient, even further back than our connection to the Kaldorai, and our link to the Naga has hardly brought peace. Did the Haranir think this would temper long-held animosity? Could have told him this is how Zuljan would react. Why he was even allowed to be here after all he has done? What was Zuljara thinking? That's me too. So I was beginning to see some reflection of myself in Zuljara. Perhaps this could be another step toward moving on from old grudges.
Aldiel Shala.
We share a lineage with the trolls, with the Amani. This is preposterous.
These are shocking revelations. But I have fought beside them, Lorthamar. We share more in common than you may think.
And what now? We open our gates to them? Welcome them into the very city they have long sought to burn to the ground?
No one is suggesting that. This is merely a new perspective. A chance to...
Liadrin, you of all people should understand the pain and loss the Amani have inflicted upon us. They destroyed our homes and slaughtered our families. They captured and tortured us when we fought back.
I know, Verisa. Believe me, I know. It has not been easy for me to move past my anger, but it is a path worth walking.
Then I admire your grace. You will find I am not as forgiving as a paladin of the light. I will never regard the Amani as kin, not after they robbed me of my true family. Salama Ashalanore, Blood Knight. Justice for our people.
Yeah. Of course, it doesn't go over well with the Blood Elves either. Not after that, the issues they've had with the Amani. Both Lorthamar and Liadrin lost family to the Amani Wars. Liadrin was actually a priestess before she became a paladin.
Hey, what you got, boss?
Trolls and elves have been at each other's throats on their own since history began. Hope the Paranir knew what they'd be doing here.
Come back if you need me help.
I will have to tell the other tribes. They will not be pleased.
This could be exciting news. We all come from an ancient line of hunters and guardians of a secret world. What does it matter if the elves share that ancestry?
It matters plenty, Zakan.
Our people have clashed with the elves for millennia. They will not let go of old conflicts easily.
If they even believe what Hagar told us. Most trolls never seen a Heronir, never even heard of them. How do we tell a troll who never left the Echo Isles that the elves are kin to us?
The Horde brought many of us together. Maybe.
You cannot force a family. Even if we share blood, this will take time.
I have to admire Zakan's
Greetings, my
optimism.
friend.
Elves and trolls both be descended from some of Astaroth's greatest hunters. That be something. But there still be many old wounds to heal. We have been enemies for too long to heal quickly. Maybe it would have been better if the Heronir had kept this quiet. I wish I could tell old Sourfang. He would have gotten a good laugh out of this.
The Horde be our family.
Okay, where am I going? This way. Yeah, something about Mortimer's voice actor. I decided to play a little bit of Diablo 3 earlier, and I happened to choose to play a Male Crusader. And I'm listening to the voice, and I was like, I know your voice. Listen a little more. You're getting Emery. You're Lorthamar. And Brother Pike. And he also
Proof?
did this.
What do you mean, proof?
And, sorry, broke my train of thought. And also, Finn in When the Night Comes, the visual novel, which actually started this whole streaming thing for me.
Horaga, beloved of
The
Agelzon.
Heronir say they were first to walk amongst the trees of Azeroth. I'm sure every race has an origin myth like this, but for Owenia to say that it's true, perhaps this is a good thing. The Amani and the Blood Elves have always been at each other's throats. You saw how Zul'Jin reacted when the Blood Elves arrived. That animosity stretches back millennia. This new knowledge may be a way to focus on what we have in common, and not on what divides us. It might be another step towards a lasting peace.
Zaranago, child.
I met Zul'Jin during the battle for the Sunwell. She was confident, open-minded. Zul'Jin seems very different from his sister, more brooding, more frustrated. Still, she seems willing to humor my request. Perhaps he's just being cautious. We will be heading to the Den of Echoes. You are welcome to join us if you wish.
I shall watch for you.
I guess we can't get rid of you now.
This nonsense? Amani and the elves sharing blood between us? Impossible. Owenia says there is peace. If this is true, let's go short.
Stay strong. Orwena, how do you know Hagar speaks the truth?
We must go to the Den of Echoes. Follow me.
Having trouble drinking my soda. Okie dokie. And I fell in the water. I think it's always been a thing. This is not a new concept. It's always been hinted at that elves and trolls have a similar root, similar starting point. Okay. But I think this is the first time it's actually been addressed explicitly in the game. Whoop. Yeah. It's been hinted at in material and media outside the game, but I don't think it's been really addressed in the game until now.
The proof lies in one of the paintings within.
Sure. You got a hug for
Such
your
display
uncle?
holds the memories that they had in here. They can relive their history through the paintings. Can you imagine if we had the power of this fish? We could fill in the gaps of our history, uncover hidden truths and buried secrets. And I wouldn't need to carry so many books. I know John Boy hates how disorganized they are.
You will come back and see Uncle Ginduru, yeah?
Find the strength in yourself.
I'm so glad I didn't see this last week. Wait. Not all of the visions in this place were clear to us. Some of them were strange. One in particular seemed to revolve around an unfamiliar people that we learned are the Amani trolls. The magic used to create the paintings, to pull the memories from the past, are tied to the Haranir and those close to us. If there was no connection, the Zurashah, who created the paintings, would not have recalled Troll history. I can show you and Zuljan, and you can judge for yourself.
You expect me to believe some scratches on a wall?
Our magic only works for memories of our kin. How can we find paintings of Amani memories if you are not kin?
Good point. Okay.
Give me your hand. Touch the vision stone and bear witness.
There you are. I need your help with a project.
Painting? Zuljan stopped. Maybe that's why Zuljana sent me here instead of coming herself. Better to waste my time than hers. At least my uncle is having a good time.
Zulaman will always stand strong.
I speak for Akilzar. Always have. Always will.
This land looks familiar. This is Zulaman.
Yes, a desperate battle long ago between the Amani and ancient enemies.
Yeah, almost ready. There are too many of them. What chance do we have? They may have been close to this thing. back in the fight.
I know this battle. This is our great victory I heard stories of when I was a child. We, Amani, stood alone. No Gokinye, no Loa. And we defeated the greatest enemy the trolls had ever known.
Rude.
The trolls would have lost, but a few took a desperate risk.
There's a flare over there. Rude.
presence they could find, and pulled, and summoned a creature from a place none should disturb. The Rift of Uln. The Rift of Uln is a place of madness and pain, but the Imani found something greater. They called it Ulatek.
Is this their first Loa? A man who can painted on the walls of our ancestors. This magic does not work without our home.
No, this must be lies. The Amani alone won this victory.
Just call me Uncle.
There has been no mention of this Ulatek in our histories as far as I am aware. Our sequence of the battles have been lost over the millennia. These visions are real, then this could help uncover a long-forgotten piece of Amani history. Kinduro scratches his chin thoughtfully. Ulatek seems to be extremely powerful. Perhaps it was one of our first Loa. When we return to Zulamoth, I could consult echoes of our ancestors.
Loa keep you in their hearts.
The visions of the Dennis echoes may contain missing or inaccurate details, because they cannot fly. This event did occur. The Amani summoned a creature from the Rift of Uln which defeated their enemy. As I understand it, this does not match how the Amani remember their history. Why this is, I cannot say.
Do not fear the dark.
I have heard this story since I was a child. The Amani were outnumbered and still they fought on. They claimed victory through sheer will. Oenya says these visions cannot fly. Uncle thinks these details of the battle could have been lost. They would question everything it means to be Amani. Zoljan scowls. I must find the truth of this. Uncle says if anyone will know, it would be the Loa. The Loa have said nothing of this before, but we must start somewhere. It's time to go home.
We will discover the truth of this, God King.
What he means to say is you have our thanks for sharing this with us, and we must return to Zulaman to investigate.
Fair.
I can speed your return. Roots guide your path.
Is my straw not working? Why can't I drink my soda? Is there a hole in the straw besides the ones that's supposed to be there? Or should I investigate out? There we go, that worked. I want my soda! Give me my soda! Okay, I'm done.
Hasura, help me search through Uncle's things while he communes with the Loa. Oraka, friend of the Amani, you're always welcome.
Uncle has already started communing with the Loa to find information on this religion. Meanwhile, we're gonna dig through these boxes to see what we can find. Children are going through all the boxes scattered around the place. My uncle has the biggest collection of histories known to man. I used to read through them when I was a boy. Look for anything about Ulatek, snakes, or early Amani history. I'll take these, you search the others.
Egazon says they know nothing of Ulatek. It's strange.
Because the Amani alone earned the victory.
The box is filled with scrolls and writings. As you search through the material, the one scroll has been routed. One of the oldest structures in Poland is the church at Numazon. That's millennia ago, after a brutal conflict, the church houses the remains of many fallen warriors, as well as our earliest writings about stone tablets. The Amani are a people with a strong oral tradition, so these few written records are a special treasure. Many of them have stood the test of time, allowing a unique look into early Amani history.
Numazon, yes! Those tablets are ancient and we're searching for clues.
box was filled with scrolls and trinkets. One scroll was much older than the other. Wave after wave of our best warriors fought against the endless hordes of our greatest enemies. Eventually, we broke through their lines and attacked with all our might. But most of our fighters fell in the assault. We succeeded where so many had failed. The great nemesis of the trolls lay dead. What was left of the Amani, battered and bleeding, stood triumphant.
See? The Amani stood alone. No Loa. No King.
And how many Amani died that day, Jean Boy?
That is a very good point. This box has scrolls and tablets thrown about haphazardly. Seems like someone has gone through this box before. As you sort through the paper and stone, your hand strikes a different material, wood. Lifting the items in the waste, you find an Amani mask buried at the bottom of the box. Why is this here?
Get away! Leave me alone! A spirit mask! Grab it!
Well, but come here. Come here. Come here. Gotcha.
I never owned a mask like that. Where did it come from? Bring it here.
I speak for
Whoever kept the spirit mask in my belongings, this one must have snuck into that box. Kinduru inspects the mask. It's quite damaged. Perhaps we can help?
Don't be a stranger.
Why? Don't hurt me. You are damaged, friend. Ashura, grab my tools and some supplies.
They attacked the city. They tried to destroy me.
Who did?
My memory is foggy.
The Haranir lied. There is no mention of Ulatek.
Ulatek? The ultimate weapon of the Amani?
What do you mean, a weapon? What do you know?
I am not sure.
I am listening now.
Did you hear what it said? A weapon! The ancestors did not bow to a lower. They claimed a weapon that led to our victory. I must know more. You said the tablets at Numazan are the oldest in Zulaman. We could continue the search there. Perhaps the ancient Amani left behind clues for us. Uncle says we should bring the mask. A stray memory might be the key to unlocking this mystery.
Numazan is our only lead about Ulatek. At least until this mask remembers more.
Do you know who you are? Tell me what you remember.
I will try. It's fragments. You seem familiar, though.
Huh. That's interesting. Supposed to fly.
We are searching for knowledge, Jamboy, not weapons.
If Ulatek is our weapon, we would be fools not to reclaim it.
There's a reason it's been forgotten.
Horaka, beloved of
The
Akelzon.
Sakura weapon has sparked Zuljan's imagination, dangerous to soul. He may seem callous at times, but John loves his people, sees their plight, and wants to help. Grew up at a time when we had no law, when the other tribes abandoned us, when we had to stand alone. All he had was family. He was inspired by the tales of his grandfather. Yes, Zujin was a hero to the Amani, but he also made mistakes. Let us hope Jean does not follow in his footsteps.
May I be raised again on the wings of a Killzone.
Ah, good.
Uncle does not
Someone
understand.
competent
Ulatek
for
will change
once.
everything.
Think on what I have said.
If the tablets were made when the Amani first arrived in Zulaman, then there must be something true about Ulatek here. The tablets are too heavy to carry, so Uncle suggested that we take rubbings of the inscriptions. I scouted ahead and gathered a few, but I ran into the Vile Branch. I came back here to make sure Uncle was safe. Enter Numazon and collect more of the rubbings while I watch over Uncle. Watch out for the Vile Branch. I wish I could be more help, but the gaps in my memory. Due to the damage the mask has sustained, that magic has leaked out for who knows how long. You repaired the physical parts of the mask, but the magic within is still weak. Zujan says Vile Branch trolls occupy the crypt. The magic that binds me together is like the magic they use. You might be able to help. Retrieve their hex registers. I should be able to drain the magic from them. Okay.
Can the Vile Branch hex sticks restore the mask's memory?
Not directly, but reinforcing the magic within may help.
Between the tablets and the mask, let's hope we find a clue to Ulatek.
You know, before we would have had to actually carry the stone tablets. Sparkly over here. Sparkle, 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 sparkle. They're looking real tasty. Yes. That my character is an elf as well, and I am willing to bet that anyone else who's playing an elf or troll character does not get any special, unique dialogue. I was just pondering whether Seb would have any family that would have been involved in the Amani Wars, and I did indicate that Liadrin has been in my stories that I've written, I've indicated that Liadrin is good friends with Seb's mother and grandson. Because his mother is a teacher. Both, well, his grandparents on his mother's side, so both priests as well. But his grandmother, his maternal grandmother, she ended up having to kill what's the fundamental term for great. situation. Anyways, the pilgrim who had to be killed was the pilgrim because they had already been killed and raised by a death knight by the Lich King. So the only option is the pilgrim. And so she went to the light and she go to that and she ended up becoming a demon sister. But instead of other had even when Miyagi was looking for people to become blood paladin, he was there some time but they've always remained friends. Oh, yay, got it. So I was wondering, you know, that's really risky. What about further? Maybe he has Kratos or Kratos who they never meet because of the soul. And not just on his other side, on his other side. Because his internal grandfather, also because of the hilarious, that two of his grandparents ended up becoming demon hunters. But his grandfather became a demon hunter because his grandmother was killed. And he thought he was dead yet. So that she became she was raised as a demon. Managed to avoid being killed. Exactly what Virgil was because they were a character created by a friend. So he hasn't been played. The funny thing is I infiltrated said to kill my grandmother in FF14 and I was like, he's a World of Warcraft character. Why am I creating his grandmother in FF14? And so I drew that character and created her in World of Warcraft. I also created another version, her pre-death version in Mock Classic because she was a mage with maybe she was contemporary of Vermont and Umber. Who knows? I haven't decided. I just know she was a mage before she became a death. Before she was killed and raised as a death knight. So yay! Yeah, I have extensive guarantees going on. And it's the same for my FF14 character. Can't help it. I play these characters long enough and start coming up with backstory for them. And the other characters too. And the coder is Star Wars. Okay, hello. Your turn. How's that release that maternal grandmother that she had killed? They were non-binary. And I can't remember if they're the oldest or the youngest. They're definitely one or the other, I just can't remember what. But, I kind of pictured that, elves in particular tend to, some families prefer to have one child at a time, and they don't have their next child until the previous child is an adult. Which is why, obviously humans don't do that because they have a shorter lifespan than elves. But that's part of the reason that, Seb's younger sister is so much younger than him. Aside from the fact that his parents didn't see each other again until he was almost an adult. So that didn't but, you know, different families have different ways. But it also, I would imagine that elves can have children for a lot longer than humans. Because they tend to live longer when they're not fighting, when they're not getting themselves killed in battle, or another. Rhonda and Malfurion have been around for ages. Granted, Malfurion was asleep for a good portion of that. But the point is, they are a lot older than humans. They've been around for centuries. Rhonda and Malfurion were, they were present when the world was under. When the Naga became a Naga. About the other Sandra is Stratton and she's their adopted daughter, but she's not that much younger. She's still been around for millennia. There we go. Took long enough.
This tablet here says the first shrine built in Atalaman was dedicated to the serpent's victory.
Are they talking about Ulatek?
Seems
The
like they...
keen-eyed Kina watch over you.
Let me take a look at the rubies.
Just call me
Look here!
Uncle.
This mentions the Amani something a great serpent to save them from a terrible foe. And here, this serpent was victorious, but the Amani sealed it away. The first shrine built in Aman was dedicated to the serpent. Gunduro continues to analyze the weapon.
Yeah, we come back and see Uncle Ginduro, yes?
The magic of the Vile Branch feels so familiar. Did they put me in this map?
Who? What? Oh, yes.
We'll just take a moment to drain the magic from the fetishes. Sorry, I got a text from my sister. The magic helped, but not enough. Still don't remember my name or past life. That knowledge may be lost forever. I do remember more about Ulatex, or rather where we might find more information. I was forced into this form by the Vile Branch trolls. They kept dark knowledge secret from the other tribes, including knowledge of Ulatex. Where to know more, we must go to the mouse. Mysara Deep. Use the befell of the mighty mouse to fight Mysara Deep.
The path to Ulatek lies in the Mysara Deeps, with Hexlord Malakraz.
Malakras, this is madness! He betrayed and enslaved our Loa.
One second. Gotta take care of something. Okay.
Hashura.
We Yamani can only ever rely on ourselves. We cannot trust the Loa or the Kokinye to be there when we need them. If the Loa withdraw their blessings, Zuljara will be powerless. Without power of our own, we are at their mercy. The Lightwood was a promising start. It helped us defeat the Twilight Blade and push back Zarath's minions. But we need something more. A weapon the Yamani can wield to protect our people and use as leverage against our rivals. Zuljan glances at his uncle and scowls. My uncle doesn't understand. Neither does Zuljara. But grandfather would. He understood what I'm trying to do. You know what happened to your grandfather, right?
Friend of my sister is a friend of mine.
Hey.
I have a few ideas. Want to hear them?
Vile Branch? Malakras! We must tell Zulshara.
She will try to stop me from finding Ulatek, just like with the Lightwood. But we needed the Lightwood, and we will need Ulatek.
If the ancient Amani sealed Ulatek away, it may be too dangerous to unleash.
Or it may be the weapon we need for when the elves make war on us. For when the Loa abandon us.
The Loa will not abandon us.
How can you be sure? They have done it before, huh? Why not put some of that faith in me, Uncle?
Because you're too rash and hot-headed. But the problem is I understand his position. Ooh, what is this? Ooh, hi. Very well, since I've been attacked when I was mighty.
I need to target something.
Okay. Moving on. That was fun.
This is a fool, Zeta. Malakras is dead.
Even so, it is his knowledge that we seek.
Demon Hunter. Just gotta show off the tattoos.
I have many wares. Good fortune to our friends.
What would you
Malachite is dead, but that doesn't mean his knowledge is lost.
You'll be back.
The light of the servants of Developers, I remember discussions about Malachite's research into Ulatech. Malachite recorded his knowledge from scrolls that he kept with him. Now that he's dead, we need to find out what happened to them. Developers' taskmasters won't talk willingly. But if we free them, I can use their own necromantic magic against them to compel them to talk.
I will remember more next time.
Okay. The master has been looking for the scrolls of Malachite. While we are in Mysara, try to find any scrolls Developers have left around. Mysara is a dangerous place, so don't bother sorting through them. Just grab them and we can check later. Even if they don't mention Ulatech, we might find information about their plans or mentions against the Gimani.
Jean boy, no good can come from that villain's writings.
Knowledge is not good or bad, Uncle. It's what you do with it that matters.
That's a good point. Okay. Down we go.
Always be in your sister's shadow. We don't need magical animals. We need solutions.
Malakras always said that binding Diloa was just the first step. He had bigger plans than that.
Okay.
Malakras was the greatest of the vile branch.
Return to us.
Malacras's obsession. A way to return to the Amani Empire.
No, bueno. Trying to figure out where the heck the scrolls were like supposed to go. Found one.
You do not share your uncle's faith in the law.
I have lived my entire life without them. Why should I?
True. They were here for generations. Yet our empire has crumbled.
What did Malacras do to the Loa?
Your grandfather asked the Lord to help fight the elves and other Gokinye. They refused. So Zuljin and Malacras decided to take the power they needed instead of begging for it.
Through to the plane. What happened with Calvin? Bounce the go. Bounce the dog. World of Warcraft. The oath, the Calderai, originally did have similar power, but they had to give it up for some reason. And so one an elf named Sanzo decided to petition for the dragon to grant them this so they could, the elves could have, to be immortal or something like that. And that did not go well, as you can imagine.
The
The Loa have failed us for generations.
I could be wrong. It's been a hot minute since
We will never serve the Loa. Vodaza was the Hex Lord's favored apprentice. If any have Malakras' scrolls, it is her.
Okay, good to know. Give me this scroll. Oh, I see that. Over here. Hey, come back here. Judging by the abilities I think, there are...
Malakras infused avatars with the Lord's power. Avatars like your grandfather.
So, he researched Ulatek. If grandfather could wield the power of our greatest weapon, then...
He could reclaim stolen lands, rebuild the Empire, realize his dream.
Uncle, the scrolls are with Vordaza in the Mysara caverns.
Ashura,
Who
you
the
got a
king
hug
council
for
that
your
weapon was
uncle?
already unsettling, but now Malakras is involved? He and his plot brought Zul'jan's grandfather to ruin, destroyed our age-old bond with Diloa. This cheeseful knowledge has taken us down a treacherous path. The Mysara caverns are even more dangerous than the deeps, and Vordaza is as deadly as his crew.
Zaranago,
The
child.
search for Ulatek is becoming more dangerous than Zul'jan realizes.
The keen-eyed Kina watch over you.
Gunduru takes a bundle of scrolls. He says nothing, but is clearly concerned.
Me'll be raised again on the wings of Akilzon.
Malakras's notes are with Vordaza, and she's using them to further her necromantic experiment. We need you to go into the Masada caverns to recover them. It will be dangerous, and you will need to gather allies before venturing in. I will stay here and protect my uncle. We need to sort through all the scrolls gathered and see what else we can find out. Okay.
Our best lead to Ulatek are those notes in Vordaza's possession. Don't get blood on them.
Oh, come on.
Ashura, you got a hug for your uncle? John boy, this has gone far enough. We must stop following Malakras's footsteps, lest we anger the Loa.
The Loa? If we can harness Ulatek's power, we will not need the Loa.
How can you say that? The Loa made your sister Hashem. They helped us defeat the Twilight's Blade.
What about when the elves invaded our lands? When the Trollbanes hunted our people? When my grandfather was tortured? And still, we had to beg them to aid us against the Twilight's Blade. No, Uncle. We must take the power we need to protect the Amani, like my grandfather did.
Your grandfather led the Amani to catastrophe, Zul'jan.
My grandfather did what was needed. The Amani stand alone, and the Amani never die.
Okay. Time for another dungeon. Wrong button. That button. Okay. Spirit of necromancy is a serious matter. We need to stop the Vile Branch. Nom. Okay.
Hashura, Orakazul, I am blessed you be here to prowl with me. I have used the shadows to see inside the cavern. I have seen my people dead, alive, or both. I fear they be sacrificed for some dark purpose. Come, I will guide you. We're gonna rescue my people.
Here we go. That's the title.
wither back. Another bag of... Who be stealing my kill? Who be letting Alazi's little kittens go?
What does my eagle spy with her shiny eyes? A trespasser, an interloper, but you won't take my prey from me.
Defensive. Dispel. Traps incoming. Watch your step.
Them down, Petra.
Defensive.
You won't.
Dispel. Traps incoming. Watch your step. Defensive.
If I don't get ya, never.
Traps incoming. Watch your step. Frontal.
Put them down, Petra. Petra, no!
Defensive.
You won't.
Watch your step.
A good kill, Hashura. And I rescued all that was still alive. But why did Nurajin bring them here? The kidnapping won't stop until we get to the root of the evil. Follow me. That not be natural. And the energy flowing into it. This is hex magic. Using the souls of the dead in powerful magic spells. I hope this is not why they brought my kin here. If the maker of that monstrosity be here, we must stop them and make sure their creation is put down.
I hate to say it, but that's probably exactly why the Wicked Rock is.
I'm out of range.
It be worse than we thought. How many of my people have died here?
get something first. I don't have a time.
There really isn't much to say about this.
What's she doing? She's rending the souls, twisting them, feeding them to that monster. There are souls still that we can save. You confront her, I gonna release all the souls I can find.
I hope these souls out learn from this. This is grandfather, to be honest. And the whole, the creating passion, that's not, that we only lived the bad things in the past.
What's this? New souls for my experiments? Your soul be forfeit.
Defensive. Ants coming.
Make them suffer.
Defensive.
Quite a story
Add color.
second most recent expansion. The first trial of the expansion had most players outside. Like, what do you mean that's the first trial? What's what?
You cannot stand against the fire branch.
He's not the final boss.
Defensive. Add cunning.
She's dead, but her evil lives on. There'll still be many angry souls. I will keep them busy and keep them from feeding the monster. But the monster be up to you.
Keep going. The map is clear enough.
I need to target something first.
Stop me flying! Very rude.
I don't have a tag.
Stop that. We can go this way. This is not trouble not getting accurate components, so I was unfortunate. There are another mob. Please. No! Well, that helped me get to the spot where I can attack the enemy, so let's find this.
Where are my souls? What have you done?
Be careful. He seems powerful and unstable.
No, really? What do we get? Okay, here we go. Hi. Let's go.
Defensive.
Ow. Cuddle? There he is.
Defensive.
Ow. Slap back. You do realize it's very good, right? So I don't know why it came up, but I was hanging out with my bestie. And,
Defensive.
I've mentioned that my favorite Alexandrian adaptation is actually done in the 80s. Okay, this is part of the fight. So we have to run back? Yes? We don't have to fight anyone at least. So far. I think we can stay out of the phone. Anyway, it was done in the 80s, like right around the time I was born, which is an idea of how old I am. And I was telling my friend about who all was in it, and they're like, I have no idea who you're talking about. I don't know who these people are. Ha. And I was like, well, okay.
Defensive.
So, I didn't bother telling him who else was in it, and then he looked it up. I was like, oh, you would know this person. You would start with Monster, like we said, about Monster. And he's like, from what I know of him, that tracks. And he's like, yeah, because he's the one who wrote Yellow Submarine and the Octopus Strike. All the silly, nonsensical songs, those were Ringo's songs. So him playing the Mock Turtle, singing a song about nonsense, is completely perfect for him. And then there was another adaptation that was done in the 90s, and Gene Wilder, who played Willy Wonka and Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory, played the Mock Turtle in that, and sang the song.
Defensive.
Which is absolutely perfect for someone else. He helped write the sentence. And he was in Blazing Saddles. And the producer, yeah, but we almost had him. Oh, there we go, that worked.
With the creature dead and the vile branch gone, we with the bark all be sleeping a little safer. For now.
Yeah.
We will always be looking over our shoulders at the vile branch. Come back with me. The chief be having a reward for you. Oraka.
Okay. Woo! Yay! Alright. Up we go. Woo! I'm not sure.
We haven't had any luck here. Did you succeed in getting Malacross's notes? There you are. I need your help with a project.
Or is this all just a waste of time?
Hashura.
You got that. Now let's see if this was worth all the effort.
We will find victory.
Yeah.
Lower
Note
or
this
not.
bullet is sealed away by the Amani. To break the seal, one needs a key. Go down, press the ring. The key was hidden within a shrine and protected the things from magic, but which shrine? Sultan looks up. Didn't the prophets and Numasan mention a shrine being dedicated to the serpent's victory? We know from the visions in Harandar that Ulatek was a vessel. That must be it. The key is hidden at the serpent shrine in Talaman. Meet Zoltan at the warlords there within a Talaman.
The key to Ulatek is hidden in the Serpent Shrine of Atalaman. Let's go.
Zul'Shan, wait! We need to tell Zul'Shana!
Yeah.
Zul'Shan! Stop!
She's going to be pissed if we don't tell her. Oh well. Oh. Okay. Tango. Ooh, very good. Okay. Now we go. Oh, here. Who put that rock cliff there?
If the key is within, we will have to smash the shrine open. We don't need magical animals. We need solutions.
Malta, right, the key to Ulatek should be right here. We're going to be hammer something to the front of it. Please give me some time to break through the stones to fight them. I don't know what kind of protection the ancestors have in place, but you will have to deal with them while I work. I admit I do not believe the visions in Herondar. Don't fully trust my effects not either. But the key is here. That would be undeniable proof that we are chasing. What we are chasing is real.
Stop! We don't need to do this!
Yes, we do, Uncle. The Amani must stand strong. We have our own time.
You know
be tempted by power like your grandfather. He's brought ruin to us all.
He tried to unite the tribes to take back the land that was stolen from us.
I need a target.
You do not need Ulatek's powers, young boy. We have Zul'Jana Hashem to protect us.
And when the Loa abandon us again, we cannot rely on them.
I promised him, Annie. Never again. Our ancestors are warning us. Help me stop this. I speak for Akilzar. Always have. Always will.
But it's before it's too late. You can hold them off without me?
Loaki.
Ah! I found it! This must be the key to...
Zul'Jan! This is dark magic! Let it go!
No! With this power, we need no law, no Hate!
Nephew! Look out!
Uncle! Uncle!
He is dead, Zul'Jan.
No. No. I didn't.
Tragic. A lifetime of devotion to his Loa. Yet where were they when he breathed his last breath? Sadly, this is the fate of our people. Zul'Jin and I, we tried to change it.
Ha!
You knew my grandfather.
That's Malakrat.
Then you must be...
Malakras.
I have my
I need
suspicions.
your help, Zul'Jan, to secure our people's future, free of the Loa's empty promises. To finish what your grandfather and I started.
What about my sister? The Loa have her completely in their grasp. When she sees our uncle...
Take the key, Zul'Jan. And when you have claimed Ulatek's power, I assure you, she will understand.
No. I bet he remembered fully, but he was keeping it from him.
You're awake? You were out for quite a while. So,
The
your
Imani found
path
you in
leads you
Kunduru
here.
at Talaman. They carried you back here. After the meeting in Harandar, I came here to speak with Zul'Jana about the vision you witnessed. Zul'Jan had seemed upset when he left, and it was not my intent to make him so. But all of that can wait. Now that you are awake, you should go to speak to Zul'Jana. She wants to know what happened at Talaman. I'm gonna get a companion. Ooh.
Zul'Jana is at the lower shrine, attending to Kinduru. Come.
What would we do without you, Uncle? I'm listening.
Good to see you again. Last time I saw my uncle, I had asked him to accompany Zul'Jan to a diplomatic meeting in Harandar. I find my uncle dead, you unconscious, and my brother missing. Pajara's countenance is equal parts sorrow and fury as she turns to look at you. Tell me what happened.
I see. Ashura, would you honor us by helping with the death rites? The herbs are undercut. As for Zul'Jan, he has always obsessed over our ancestors' legacy and our grandfather's glory. But to join forces with Malakras, that fool. I warned him about that villain. He manipulated grandfather, and now Malakras did this. He killed my uncle. I know it in my bones. Now he has my brother in his clutches. We have to find them. I have to save him. Zul'Jan is adult, but he is my brother. And the only family I have left.
I've already sent scouts to search for Zul'Jan, but it will be impossible to cover so much ground. I pray he sees through the lies that Malakras has woven before it's too late. Zul'Jan's expression is grim and softens as a small eagle lands on your shoulder. Thank you, Seboath, for telling me what happened, and for being with my uncle at the end. This eagle was my uncle's favorite companion on his walks through Zulaman. I think he would like it if you took care of him now that he's gone.
Zul'Jara, I bear responsibility for putting your brother on this path. I will help you find him.
Thank you. This is not your fault, Owena, but I welcome your help. Go on. The Amani lead uncle. I'm sorry I wasn't there to protect you, but I should not have made Zul'Jan your responsibility. It's always trouble. Remember our trip to the coast? Little Zul'Jan tried to swim across the strait. You were so mad. When our father died, you helped our mother raise us, told us stories of the Loa, taught us what it means to be Amani. Then when the Twilight's blade nearly beat us, you were the one to put me on the path of the Hashi. You are the reason why the Loa came back to us. You never lost faith in them, and you never lost faith in me. You were a second father to me, Uncle Kinduru. I will miss you, and I hope that I have made you proud.
Okay. I think that's it. Okay. Back to Silverman, apparently. Once I get there, that'll be it for the day. This is quite there it goes.
I be listening. No.
I have my suspicions about that mask. Not right away, but I remember just idly thinking, wouldn't it be weird? Wouldn't it be perfect if the mask was actually Malakras himself? Didn't think it would be true. But it's just like Zul'Jan to idolize his grandfather Malakras. He never had that faith in the Loa that Zul'Jan did. Even though Kinduru tried to instill that faith in both of them, only one of them really took those stories to heart. So it's no surprise that Zul'Jan would rather follow in their grandfather's footsteps. They got the cost of his uncle's life. There was a moment, I think, where Zul'Jan seemed hesitant, but Malakras knows too well how to manipulate him and manipulate people. Unsurprisingly, he manipulated Zul'Jan as well, their grandfather. He seems like the type. is wait for lead until John's whereabouts. So this is the next quest to pick up. Ta-da! This is a long fight, but it'd probably be even longer if I did it by myself. And you know what? My heart's not set for Silverman. Did I use that? No. But it's so nice to just fly along. Beautiful. I always associate those sunwoods with autumn. Maybe because the leaves are gold and orange. Yeah. And then of course the colors that they Sujurai wear with uniforms, if they do wear uniforms of any kind, tend to be red and gold, adding to the fire idea. Hey, why can't I go this? What the heck? Come on. It's so weird. Passport, there we go. Seboath, today will be a day of ceremonies and great magic. Before we begin to cleanse the dark well, that's what it was called. Agreements must be made. We have two events that have requested your presence, both as a mediator and as a witness. What we lay down today will have lasting ramifications, and it's important to all of us that we have you at the center of it all. Meet with Aethys and Ramath for their respective events. Once you are done, return here and we shall continue to the dark well together. This is Aethys Sunstrider and Grand Magister Ramath.
Despite our long history of animosity, we elves have proven that together we are greater than our grievances. Perhaps the rifts between us will never fully heal, but we must at least attempt to bridge them.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Whatever Aethys and Ramath want me to do for them, I have a feeling it's going to take longer than I would care for. So we'll pick it up next week. I thought we were done. We were close to finishing. Apparently not. Yeah, so I'll be back next week. I don't know what I'm going to do over the weekend yet. I haven't decided. I have some ideas, but still debating. But in the meantime, y'all take care. Thank you for joining me. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Make sure to drink water, eat food, take a nap, take a shower, go to the bathroom, take your meds, whatever you need to do for self-care, go ahead and do it. And or maybe just get up and walk around, because I sure need to do that. And I'll see you next time, whenever that is, whatever I'm doing. And take care. Bye!